you are not going to fumble this opportunity, okay? So I'm getting this energy in the collective of like either you're about to or you have gotten some form of confirmation that you have landed something or basically like locked something down in some way. Like that could be, I don't know, like a job opportunity, an internship. It could be a relationship. Um, it could be a friendship, you know. I don't know, like for the most part, it's, you know, people aren't usually like worried about fumbling friendships, but maybe you could be, you know. And I'm getting that this is something that is like a perfect match for you, and it is something that is like high quality and healthy, and like you perceive it as high value, and it is, you know. It could even be something to where like, I don't know, you could have gotten like a really nice gift, like a car or something, um and maybe you're like super worried about scratching it up or messing it up in some way. I don't know, you could have even just recently got married and then you're worried about like, oh, the divorce rate is so high. You know, is there anything I can even do to like protect our union, blah blah blah, you know? And like, so I guess the message I'm getting is that the reason why it took you so long to actually land this thing, you know, it could have taken a very long time for you to actually find your person, you know, to the point where you started to believe that they didn't exist, you know. Or it's the same thing with, you know, you finally landed your dream job in some way and it took you a long time and a lot of effort, right? And, you know, you didn't give up. And so you could like be worried about, I don't know, something about like, oh, is something going to happen to tarnish my reputation so that I will like lose what I have worked so hard for? You know, it's a combination of things. Just take it as it resonates. But like, I'm picking up that like the reason why it took you so long for this thing to come to fruition was that you did a bunch of inner work and also sort of like, I don't know, I was hearing like you like cleansed your palate in some way. So maybe um you went through like a period of isolation to where you were only you were able to just sit in your own energy without like the interference of others around you, and it could have came like felt boring or like lonely in some sense, but really you were like cleansing yourself, um so that you wouldn't still have like the bad aftertaste of your previous, you know, negative experiences. Like I do this in quotes because we learn things even from situations that were are negative in some sense, you know. It's good to alchemize things in that way to be like, oh, no experience is bad as long as you grow and evolve from it in some way. I always get like kind of gross examples, but it's sort of how like like I don't know, like poop can be turned into like manure or whatever, so you can like grow like plants. Okay, but like, so yeah, I'm basically just getting that you're not going to fumble it. Like that's why it took so long to come in for you, because the situation around you, like the atmosphere, the environment, like the characters in your play, you know, um like it's just giving that the stage was set properly so that, you know, I don't know, it's giving that like you even like spiritually and emotionally, and maybe for some of you physically, you have trained yourself, or you know, in a spiritual sense you have been trained and guided and like by a higher power or whatever, or your ancestors, you know, um like so that whenever, I don't know, I'm not really into sports, but I'm always hearing like, you know, it's like I don't know, when like the game winning ball's like thrown towards you, you're not gonna like drop it or whatever, you know what I mean? So it could literally apply to something where you're an athlete in some way and you're being put in a position to set yourself apart or something, and you're worried that you're going to mess the opportunity up. So this could also be confirmation for you that you're going to actually like, I don't know, you're going to be successful in the endeavor. Again, I don't know any like sports terminology, but yeah, so I guess this is just confirmation, okay? Especially if it's romantic, because I think a lot of people are going through like romantic situations. I know obviously a lot of people are going through like career stuff too, just various things, but romantically specifically, you could have landed someone who, I want to say that you perceive them to be out of your league, but that may just be because you're too humble, right? Um, because it's giving like you guys are equally yoked, you are equally as attractive, you know. Um, like you're you're the same, like it's a match. Even if regardless of how you perceive yourself, they see you as in a high light that you see them, you know. It's like you may get nervous around this person, like it's giving this sort of relationship where you guys, and it's just, you know, hypothetically or whatever, but you know, you could be like married for 15 years with like 5 kids, but you still get like nervous and butterflies at like sending them a risky text or whatever, you know what I mean? um because the spark never will die, because you always have like a crush on each other, because you're actually each other's type, like not just physically either, but you know, obviously that's part of it, right? um but like physically and emotionally and like spiritually and like intellectually, you are super into this person, and it's mutual, and that spark is never going to die, right? So that nervousness is mutual. And again, you may not like perceive yourself as somebody who like, because you're like, oh, it's just me, like why would they be nervous, why would they be shy or whatever. um you know, I'm the one that should be shy, look at them. But again, that's how they feel about you. And there's this sense of like, the only way that this could, and again, I keep getting that you think this person is so high value that don't grasp too hard, that you don't need to try too hard. Like you pulled this person by being authentic and being yourself, and that's literally all you have to do. Like it could be something to where, you know, I don't know, say for example there's someone like you were just talking to, but now things are getting more serious, you know. um and then, you know, they made their intentions clear of like, hey, you know, like I'm not like, if people hit on me, I reject them. Like are you rejecting people when they hit on you, you know? um or people like making it clear that, um you know, like their intentions are for you two to be in an exclusive relationship and to like date and things, and like to take the next step in some form of a connection to where it goes from like, I don't know, being very casual to being like a literal official relationship, like publicly, or like you guys like dating publicly and some stuff like that. um it's sort of like, there's also this aspect of, you know, oh, did I talk too big of a game, like am I actually going to be able to like uphold their expectations? And I'm getting that, like, believe it or not, regardless of like I'm hearing like how like rusty you are in that sense, I don't know. um Even if it's just like kissing somebody and you're like, oh, what if like, uh you know, they're so excited to like kiss me for the first time, and then we go to do it and I just like don't know how to kiss them right or whatever. I'm getting that it's just like going to sync up. Like if you like, this is your person, if you know you guys like, and you know, I guess like your thoughts kind of like you guys may say things at the same time, you know. It's like you text at the same time and you send the like basically the exact same thing at the same time, and it happens all the time, and it's not like a forced thing. um I don't know, it's hard to explain, because obviously people can like mimic and like fake being your person, you know, but there's just something sort of like peaceful and restful when it is like there's this odd sense of like both people are chasing each other at the same time, to the point where like nobody's, they're like neither of you are chasing one another. It's just like very healthy. um Healthy to the point where like you guys both may be in the background, um like doing research on how to actually have a healthy relationship dynamic, or like how to actually like heal from toxic relationships in the past, so that you don't carry that wounding into like the real thing, you know. But I'm getting that like you may be thinking about it too much. Whatever the next step in the relationship is, it's going to go just as well, if not even better, than things have been going so far. Um, and the only way you could sabotage it is if you like, you know, intentionally sabotaged it for some odd reason, or like threw it away because you panicked out of fear. But if you just keep being yourself, it can go basically as far as you desire it to go, and like relationship or career wise or whatever.